This is a historic move being considered, of course, by VW to shutter factories in Germany for the first time.
Volkswagen says it is going to terminate a job security agreement that has been in place with workers.
Volkswagen has issued a warning that has people wondering whether it has reached the end of the road as an industrial powerhouse.
In a shocking move, Volkswagen has announced the closure of one of its key German factories, marking a significant setback in the automaker's electrification efforts. The company has made massive investments and harbored ambitious plans to lead the electric vehicle or EV revolution. Yet, this factory closure raises questions about the future of Germany's automotive industry. What does this mean for the company, its workers, and the future of electric mobility? Volkswagen's journey into electric mobility dates back to the 1970s. The company began its EV experiments during the oil crisis, with its first significant project being the T2 camper van, powered by electric batteries. Led by Dr. Adolf Kalberla, this early work showcased VW's long-term commitment to electric power, even when the technology was still in its infancy. However, these early models were limited in range and practicality. In the 1980s, the Golf I City Stromer was introduced, one of VW's first serious attempts at an electric car. This vehicle was produced in small numbers for municipal fleets and local deliveries. In recent years, VW has made a stronger push toward electric mobility, especially following the 2015 Dieselgate scandal, which severely damaged the company's reputation. To recover, VW committed heavily to producing zero-emission vehicles, launching the ID series, including models like the ID3 and ID4, based on their modular electric drive matrix, or MEB, platform. This platform was designed to make electric vehicles scalable and competitive in the global market. Volkswagen aims to achieve 70% electric sales in Europe by 2030, focusing solely on full battery electric vehicles, rather than hybrids or other technologies like hydrogen. This shift represents a significant transformation for the company, with plans for 6 battery cell factories across Europe and an emphasis on expanding the charging infrastructure in partnership with major energy companies. Despite these ambitious goals, VW has faced challenges in its EV strategy. Volkswagen is now considering shutting down factories in its German heartland for the first time in its 87-year history, a pivotal moment for the company. Germany has long been its industrial base, and the potential closure of plants underscores the gravity of the challenges VW faces in the EV market. The factory closure is part of a broader $10 billion cost-saving plan. However, recent reports suggest the company may need to cut an additional $4 billion by 2026 due to the ongoing financial difficulties. Management has expressed that the company is in highly challenging situations, particularly in the European automotive market, where competitiveness has been reduced due to high energy and labor costs in Germany. These specific plant closures have not yet been confirmed, but they are likely to include the factory in Emden, a northern German region heavily reliant on VW as a key employer. But what are the reasons behind this tough decision? Well, let's explore further. The potential closure has been prompted by a variety of factors, most notably economic pressure, which has created significant challenges for VW and the automotive industry as a whole. Volkswagen has faced declining sales in Europe, compounded by increased competition from Asian manufacturers, especially in the electric vehicle market. European car sales have slumped due to higher costs and slower EV adoption, while competitors from China have aggressively entered the market, intensifying price pressures. VW CEO Oliver Blume stated that the cake has got smaller, and we have more guests at the table, reflecting the crowded market and shrinking consumer demand. Chinese EV manufacturers like BYD and MG have aggressively entered the European market, offering competitive pricing and government-backed incentives. This makes it difficult for Volkswagen to maintain its market share, as Chinese automakers benefit from lower production costs and state support, swiftly gaining ground in what was traditionally a European stronghold. The European Union is considering imposing tariffs on Chinese EVs to curb their dominance, but it remains uncertain whether this will be enough to turn the tide for Volkswagen. On the first half of 2024, Volkswagen's EV sales dropped by 8%, with 313,200 units sold, compared to 321,600 in the same period of the previous year. So, how are these issues going to impact the workers? Well, keep watching to find out their reaction. Volkswagen is also struggling with innovation delays in developing crucial software and vehicle platforms. The company's software division, Cariad, was supposed to position VW as a competitor to EV market leaders like Tesla, but has struggled with execution. Multiple delays, buggy rollouts, and missed deadlines have impacted key models like the Porsche Macan EV and the Audi Q6 e-tron. The next-generation software platform, or SSP, intended as a foundation for many of its EVs, has also been postponed. Software issues have led to delayed launches, including the ID.4 and future EV models, which are now set to roll out much later than planned. The cost of doing business in Germany has risen sharply due to increasing energy prices, high taxes, and complex regulatory requirements. The German Federation of Industries, or BDI, points that these issues affect not just Volkswagen, but many large industrial companies. Rising energy costs have weighed heavily on VW's bottom line, making it challenging to sustain high production costs, particularly in its home country. Volkswagen is one of Germany's largest employers, with over 680,000 employees globally. Maintaining this workforce has become increasingly difficult as the company struggles with profit margins and rising labor costs, reflecting the deep financial strain the company is under. This decision could result in widespread layoffs and factory closures. Volkswagen restructuring plans have sparked fierce opposition from labor unions, particularly IG Metall. Union leaders argue that the proposed layoffs and factory closures are irresponsible and detrimental to communities heavily reliant on VW for employment. They emphasize the need to protect jobs and maintain economic stability in the affected regions. A key point of contention is the termination of VW's job security program, in place since 1994. This program, which prevented job cuts until 2029, offered employees a sense of security. The decision to end this program has caused discontent among workers who feel betrayed and uncertain about their future. Although VW has not provided specific figures, estimates suggest that a substantial portion of the 120,000 jobs in Germany could be at risk. This focus on technology aims to enhance the customer experience and create new revenue streams through data-based services. Let's wait and see how VW evolves in the future. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to visit our channel for more exciting content.